About a month ago, I tried playing Cliffs of Dover for 24 hours straight. It didn't go so well, so I don't remember anything that I played from that session, let's say session, you know, even though it's 24 hours. And I fell asleep 23 hours in.
Take me away, 'cause I can be the way. Let somebody want letting go and I can have my way.
So it was a terrible, terrible mistake. I think you'd also fall asleep if I actually made it into a video and edited it and posted it. So I had to ask myself, how can I improve on it? And I realized that I didn't take guitar seriously enough. Guitar is something that has like hundreds of years of history. And it has like thousands, if not millions of players that have devoted their lives to it. And some have failed, some succeeded. But the one thing that made people succeed is effort. So I have decided to pick a genre and devote 1 month to it. I'm gonna play every day for a month. And the genre of music that I've picked is bluegrass. I saw this podcast from Theo Vaughn where he had Billy Strings on, and Billy Strings played Cocaine Blues. And that was the most incredible clip of guitar I've ever heard. So I decided to play bluegrass thanks to that. So next, I need a guitar for it. So I asked the only guitar shop I have in my whole city, can you guys lend me a guitar? And they said yeah. So I got this guitar, a Sigma SM1. Next, I need a definite plan of action, like what should I play and when should I play it, and different goals. So the first thing I want to do is learn the Billy Strings song, like Cocaine Blues. I want to learn that like in a week. The first week, I'm gonna learn that and I'm gonna master it. So that's the first chapter. Let's go. So I basically learned this song for a couple days. Pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory, so I'm gonna skip a few days here. So we're currently at day 8 and I've decided that I've had enough of Cocaine Blues. I still have like half the song to learn, but I think it's gonna go faster than the first time since licks repeat themselves and I'm getting used to bluegrass more and more. So the next step I'm gonna do in this challenge is actually learn to improvise over bluegrass, because I've heard that it's quite easy since it's close to the blues and I would know how to improvise in the blues. We have some bluegrass backing tracks by Bluegrass Jam Camp. So let's put on some backing tracks and let's see how well we do. I guess that didn't sound the best, but it still sounds like we're getting somewhere and we might succeed in the future. I don't know. So I did one last session of Cocaine Blues because after this I was actually done. So I did 4 hours of it and it went pretty well. So I'm happy about it. I'd like to thank Uppsala Musikverkstad once again because the guitar that they sent me was so good that I decided to buy an acoustic guitar after this challenge, because the one they lent me was only a loan. as I said. But the one I bought was nowhere close to being as good as the one I got lent. And maybe that's because they set it up just right, or because they chose just a good one, a guitar that they know was good. And that's why I'd recommend you to actually buy a new guitar or buy used from a guitar shop. So you can actually test out the guitar, and so the guy in the shop can actually tell you that this is a good guitar. Because I don't think they sell bad guitars, of course they don't. So yeah, don't take guitar stores for granted, and try to buy less used, because people who sell things on eBay or Blocket, which is the Swedish eBay, they usually don't want what they sell. That means either they have better gear that they're keeping for themselves, or they're disinterested in guitar. So you really have to be careful there. You can never be safer than buying used, and usually have a guarantee and stuff like that. So yeah. So guys, we're currently at about a month and a week of this bluegrass challenge, and I'm gonna aim for a month and 2 weeks. So we have about a week left, and I've decided, since I have exactly 7 days left, I'm gonna do 1 hour a day of this thing called Dust in a Baggie. You must know it from Billy Strings. I've been talking about him, so maybe you've looked him up. But yeah, we're gonna learn that. There's a clip of him playing it in the basement of a party. He goes quite crazy, and I think it's the clip that made him famous, if I'm not mistaken. And it sounds incredible, and I just want to learn it. I have this software called Sound Slice. It's very, very good slowing down music, and basically it's a browser thing, so you can just use a browser and slow down anything. Like, you can put a YouTube link up there and slow it down, so it's very good. So here's why I call this video the most fun I've had in a while. Bluegrass was very enjoyable to listen to, and I really wanted to play it because I thought it was very impressive. And I expected it to be very hard, but it turns out it's very, very easy. It's very easy to learn covers because the notes are played one at a time. There's almost never double stops, like they play 2 notes at a time. They almost never do that. Whereas in blues, it's all the time. They always do that. And it's very hard to decipher when they do that. So I'm very thankful that bluegrass doesn't have that. Next, they don't have any effects. So there's no wah-wah pedal. There's no crazy fuzz. There's no layering of the guitars on. It's just one guitar. One acoustic guitar, especially with purest sound you can hear. And that was a good thing. Like you can decipher notes way faster, way easier. Next is that they usually play in the open position and the same scales. So you basically start to intuit what notes it is. You don't even need to look at the fretboard and to like compare, is it this one or is it this one? You already know thanks to the scales and stuff like that. This is more for beginners, but bluegrass is also easy in the way that it's only open chords. So if you're a beginner and you want to jam with your friend that plays banjo or that plays any bluegrass instrument that is very good at it, you can play with him in a matter of weeks, because these are all open chords that are really easy to play. Of course, you need to learn the strumming pattern and stuff like that, a bit of rhythm, but you'll get there in a matter of like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, if you really go for it. On the other hand, improvising is quite hard, since you need to change the scale over the chord. So basically when the chord changes, you need to change the scale. Whereas in blues, you can get away with just playing the minor pentatonic scale that corresponds to the key, not necessarily the chord that's playing right now. If it's the key of A, you can play the A minor pentatonic during the whole song. Whereas here in bluegrass, if the A chord is being played, you need to play the scale of A. I would definitely recommend getting into bluegrass. If you put a week into it, you will not regret it. It's not like jazz that takes months to learn or something like that. It's just very enjoyable one weekend. Very enjoyable. You start getting the hang of it. You start being able to play with other people if you know those chords, and covering a song is quite easy. The only thing that's hard, of course, except from the improvisation, is the speed. You need to be able to keep up with the speed, which I really wasn't able to, compared to Billy Strings, of course. But you can play to a speed where you're happy at after some time, if you're used to playing guitar and if you're good at it from the start. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again to Uppsala Musikverkstad for lending me a guitar. It was actually really nice of them, because with my measly 500 subs, it's not like they'll get incredible exposure, but it's just because they're really nice guys. So I would definitely recommend you go check them out. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys for another one.